respect of fans and fellow competitors alike. Kurt Busch's decision to join 23XI Racing marked a significant chapter in his NASCAR career. In the off-season leading up to the 2022 NASCAR Cup Series, it was announced that Busch would be leaving Chip Ganassi Racing and joining the newly formed team co-owned by NBA legend Michael Jordan and NASCAR driver Denny Hamlin. The move to 23XI Racing was an exciting prospect for Busch, as it offered him the opportunity to be part of a new team and contribute to its growth and development. The team was established with the goal of bringing diversity and new energy to the sport, and Busch's addition brought a wealth of experience and expertise to the organization. As a veteran driver with a long list of accomplishments, Busch's presence at 23XI Racing brought a strong foundation of knowledge and skill. His experience in working with different teams and navigating various challenges throughout his career made him a valuable asset to the fledgling team. Busch's input and feedback would prove vital in the team's efforts to establish itself as a competitive force in the Cup Series. Joining 23XI Racing also presented Busch with an opportunity to work alongside talented individuals within the organization. The team's technical alliance with Joe Gibbs Racing provided access to top-tier equipment and resources, which would greatly enhance Busch's chances of success on the track. Collaborating with the likes of Denny Hamlin, who has proven his prowess as a driver and team owner, allowed Busch to tap into a wealth of knowledge and build strong relationships within the team. Furthermore, Busch's move to 23XI Racing aligned with his desire to be part of something innovative and groundbreaking within the sport. The team's commitment to diversity and inclusion resonated with Busch, and he embraced the chance to contribute to a positive change within NASCAR. By joining forces with 23XI Racing, Busch became part of a larger movement aimed at advancing the sport and attracting new fans. As Busch embarked on this new chapter of his career, expectations were high for both him and the team. While the transition to a new organization always presents its challenges, Busch's experience and talent provided a solid foundation for success. Fans eagerly awaited his performances on the track, and it was clear that his partnership with 23XI Racing would be closely watched as the team worked to establish itself as a competitive force in NASCAR's top series. Driving the No. 45 for 23XI Racing, Busch showcased his skill and determination throughout the race. Starting from the 6th position, he quickly demonstrated his speed and ability to contend with the leaders. As the race progressed, Busch's car showcased its strength, allowing him to make his way towards the front of the field and engage in competitive battles with other top drivers. The final laps of the race were particularly intense, featuring numerous lead changes and fierce competition. Busch found himself locked in a thrilling battle with fellow competitors, showcasing his expertise in maneuvering his car and making calculated moves. Employing strategic decision-making, he positioned himself for a shot at the win. In the closing moments of the race, Busch executed a daring pass to take the lead against Kyle Larson, securing the victory. This win at Kansas marked his first triumph with 23XI Racing, adding another notable achievement to his already impressive list of successes in the NASCAR Cup Series. This also made Kurt Busch the first ever driver to win in a Dodge, Toyota, Ford, and Chevy. The victory at Kansas held significant implications for Busch and the team. It demonstrated the potential and competitiveness of 23XI Racing, solidifying Busch's position as a strong contender in the series. The win provided a confidence boost for the team, showcasing their ability to compete for victories against tough competition. Additionally, Busch's win at Kansas had implications for his aspirations in the NASCAR Cup Series championship. It secured his spot in the playoffs, granting him the opportunity to contend for the ultimate prize at the end of the season. The triumph served as a reminder of Busch's skills, determination, and his ability to compete at the highest level, positioning him as a serious championship contender. Overall, Kurt Busch's win at Kansas in the spring of 2022 was a significant milestone in his career. Driving the No. 35 car for 23XI Racing, he demonstrated his talent, resilience, and ability to triumph in highly competitive races. The victory not only bolstered Busch's confidence, but also established 23XI Racing as a formidable force in the NASCAR Cup Series. Little did anyone know, this would be the future Hall of Famer's last ever win. NASCAR, like any motorsport, has faced its fair share of safety issues throughout the years. The sport has continually evolved its safety measures and protocols to enhance driver protection and minimize the risk of serious injuries. Here are some key safety issues NASCAR has addressed over time. Fatalities. In the early years of NASCAR, fatal accidents were unfortunately more common due to limited safety measures. Tragic incidents, such as the deaths of drivers like Fireball Roberts, Tiny Lund, and Dale Earnhardt Sr., highlighted the need for improved safety standards and prompted significant changes in the sport. Car design and structure. Over the years, NASCAR has made substantial advancements in car design and construction to enhance driver safety. This includes the introduction of reinforced roll cages, energy-absorbing materials, and enhanced roof flaps to prevent cars from getting airborne during accidents. Restrictor plates and speeds. In response to high-speed accidents at superspeedway tracks, NASCAR implemented restrictor plates, which limit the amount of air entering the engine and subsequently reduce speeds. This measure aims to enhance driver safety by mitigating the risks associated with high-speed crashes. Safety barriers and walls. NASCAR has progressively improved safety barriers and walls surrounding racetracks to absorb impact and decrease the severity of crashes. The introduction of safer barriers has significantly enhanced driver protection by dissipating crash forces and reducing the risk of injury. HANS device and safety equipment. The head and neck support device, which restricts head movement during an impact, has become a mandatory safety requirement in NASCAR. Additionally, advancements in safety equipment, including fire-resistant suits, helmets, and seat belts, have been crucial in protecting drivers from fire and impact-related injuries. Medical staff and response. NASCAR has prioritized the presence of highly trained medical staff and safety crews at racetracks. Immediate response teams and medical helicopters are readily available to provide prompt medical attention to drivers involved in accidents. Research and development. NASCAR consistently collaborates with various organizations, including car manufacturers and safety experts, to conduct research and develop innovative safety technologies. This ongoing commitment to research and development ensures that safety measures keep pace with the evolving challenges and demands of the sport. While significant progress has been made in enhancing driver safety, NASCAR recognizes that the pursuit of improved safety measures remains a continuous process. The sport is committed to learning from incidents, conducting thorough investigations, and implementing further safety enhancements to protect its drivers and promote a safer racing environment for all. Once the next general car was introduced in 2022, little did anyone know the car became extremely dangerous. Early in the 2022 Daytona 500, Harrison Burton flipped over, already provoking questions about the car. Throughout the seasons, multiple drivers suffered from concussions. The car had truly been a safety disaster, compared to the sixth-generation stock car. Entering New Hampshire halfway through the season, no one knew this would be Busch's final ever race. Next week, during qualifying at Pocono, Kurt Busch spun in the final turn, with his car hitting rear end first. He exited the car and looked normal, until he was later diagnosed with a severe concussion. This concussion let Ty Gibbs fill in for Busch, as the fans of NASCAR awaited his return. Week by week, Kurt was never cleared by medical professionals to race, and at his hometown track of Las Vegas in the fall, in a teary-eyed interview, Busch announced his retirement. A great career, ruined by NASCAR's negligence which forced an early retirement. Kurt has offhandedly mentioned a full-time return, but no one is completely sure. Kurt still sounds unsure, and most would assume he will stay retired. Coming into the 2023 season, Kurt mentioned if he wanted to race, he still couldn't due to his everlasting concussion from Pocono. NASCAR ended a legend's career, when he was far from done. Do you think Kurt would have been a championship contender in 2022 if it wasn't for his Pocono crash? I believe he would have been. 23XI has amazing equipment, and while Kurt was racing in 2022, he was oftentimes the best Toyota driver on the racetrack. I miss Kurt, and I think we all do. Let's hope we maybe see him race again, one day in the future.